All right, welcome back to the channel. This is a live stream on my phone, and I'm in Phnom Penh right now, and it's probably 8:30 in the morning, around there. We're approaching the riverside, and I'm staying in this hotel here with that little bit of yellow wall there. And that point right there is actually my balcony. That's my balcony. So it's almost like the penthouse, but it's a very dated and cheap hotel, but I have the top. That little triangle point there, that I could stand right there. That's my balcony behind that. Anyways, I don't want to get into that, but they disappointed me a little bit, so I'm not making a video there. That's what I do if they fall short. I don't make a bad video. They just don't get a video now. So we're gonna take a stroll, and I could chat with you guys and tell you about how to be a teacher here and answer your questions. Yo, Verse, I'm good. This whole, see all this scaffolding and stuff hanging here, like above? You can see, and it goes down for like another block down there. And then all the way down there. On Saturday nights from like 6 till 11, they close down all these roads, and it's just all walking street and vendors and music and people selling stuff, and there's no cars allowed, so it's just tons of people walking. And on purpose got the hotel. That's why I'm here for 3 nights, and I chose 3 different hotels. And the first night I was close to our show, so I could just go home after the show, and then the next night I stayed right here so I could come out for this and get a video of this walking street on Riverside here. So I'm all right beside it, I'm ready to go, I've charged my camera, and then it was like the most intense thunderstorms yesterday evening, and in non-stop. So I did not get a chance to do this walking street. And people were still, I was looking out off my balcony, looking over here, and there's people walking with umbrellas, so they were still doing it. But yeah, I couldn't get a video of it. I have a crazy story about the first night when I stayed close to the show. And I don't want to badmouth small businesses here, so I'm not going to say their name. And they were really nice people, but basically what happened is, like, they don't have someone at the desk 24 hours. And when they lock up at like whatever, at 11 at night, they lock all the gates and they put a chain around it and a lock. And if you're staying there, they give you a key to your room and they give you a key to the outside, right? So you can come back at any time and you can unlock those gates and the chains and everything. So he gives me the thing with 2 keys on it and everything. I get back after the gig with I had all my bags at the venue, so I came after the venue, I had all my bags and my bass guitar and everything, and I'm on the street at 2 a.m. and my keys don't fit into the lock. And I'm panicking, and I'm like shaking I tried jiggling or lightly, if it's stuck or something, and both keys, and then I just don't care if I'm making noise anymore. I just start shaking the gates like it's really I want someone to come down and be like, what the fuck is going on? And I'll be like, yo, you didn't give me a key. Like, some shaking, and then I see deep inside a Khmer lady, and it's in the shadows, so I can't see them clearly, but they come down and they have a flashlight on their phone, and they look over, and I go, hello, my key doesn't fit in here, and I shake, and then they just back up and go back upstairs again. They left me out there. So I was left out on the streets, and then they don't open till 7:30. So, and I have friends here, but you don't want to start calling people at 2:30 in the morning. So I just called the singer in my band because they were just getting home themselves to their home, so I knew they would still be awake. So long story short, they let me go and sleep on their couch for a few hours. so I wasn't on the street. But I don't want to do that. You know, when you're going to impose yourself into someone else's personal space, like in their, I didn't want to go in their living room. I left before they even woke up. And then I went back to the hostel at like 7:15, and I just stood there for like 10 minutes, and then the guy shows up to open it up, but it was a different employee.